Let's breathe together. Create our own sunshine. Start with your posture and on your back. Legs uncrossed. Or sitting in a chair, feet flat on the floor with the toes pointed forward, about hip width apart. Sit up straight and rock side to side on your sit bones and plant them evenly and firmly. Your knees are at 90 degrees. Now lift your chest and tuck your chin back towards your neck gently and open that passageway that allows the brain to communicate with the body and vice versa. Take the breath in through both nostrils and take advantage of the nose and its function of warming and filtering and humidifying the air as it enters. And pull the air down to the bottom lobes of the lungs where most of the blood circulates. As you do, your belly rounds up as the diaphragm pushes down and gently massages your internal organs. With one hand on your belly and one hand on your rib cage, you can feel your body as it participates. Whole body breathing. And when you've filled all the way to the top, then let it go, and you can let it go either out through your mouth or out through your nose or both. Easy and relaxed, breathing in, filling, rounding up, and exhaling and letting it go and letting your body gently lengthen and flatten on the exhale. Good. Bring your attention now to your feet and imagine that you can pull your breath all the way down to the feet. And just be aware of your feet, aware of what position they're in. If you're sitting in that chair, then your toes forward and your feet lined up, hip width apart. If you're in your bed, notice your feet. Have they moved out to the side? Are they pointing toward one another? Straighten them and bring them about hip width apart and straighten them. Good. Our feet work to distribute our weight on our body and help us maintain balance as we move. And if they aren't lined up, our body tries to compensate for the lack of balance, and it puts a strain on other areas of our body. And it creates pain. Maybe knee pain, shin pain, hip pain, maybe pain in the lower back. And so we work with lining our feet up, strengthening the muscles to hold them there, and helping them function properly. Keeping your feet lined up. Point your toes and notice whether or not they went out to the side or came together, and straighten them as you point the toes. And let the point of your toes go, and relax your feet and check your alignment of your feet and line them up so they're parallel and the toes point forward. Good. Now this time, inhale and point your toes and line your feet up. And in this position, hold the tension and do the breath. Breathe for 3 to 5 breaths. That whole body breath as you hold the toes pointed, maintaining the position of the feet parallel and toes pointing forward. when the breath is complete, release. Release the feet and let them relax. Now again, check the alignment of your feet, hip width apart, parallel, toes pointing forward, and holding that position, that alignment. Point your toes and hold the tension of the pointed toes and breathe. Breathe the 3 to 5 long whole body breaths. And if your feet cramp, pull back a little bit, not so much tension. Over time, you'll be able to do this with less cramping, but for now, adjust so that you've created tension but backed off enough to let some of the cramping go. A little is okay as long as you're breathing. And when the breath is complete, release the feet. Good. With your feet lined up, parallel with the toes pointing forward, this time keep them in that position and pull the toes back toward the head and push your heels away. And check the alignment of your feet and hold the tension with your feet lined up and do the 3 to 5 breaths. Whole body breaths, rounding up on the inhale and gently lengthening and flattening on the exhale. When the breath is complete, release. And do it again. Feet lined up, toes pointing forward, heels parallel. Inhale and pull the toes back and check the alignment of the feet. Straight. And hold that position, the tension, and breathe. Breathe 3 to 5 breaths. Whole body breath, rounding up on the inhale and gently lengthening and flattening on the exhale. And when the breath is complete, release the feet. One more exercise. Gently bend your knee on your left leg and bring the side of the foot so it's flat on the surface from the little toe to the heel. And hold that position and breathe. Breathe the 3 to 5 breaths and make sure that the side of the foot stays flat on the surface, toe to heel. Easily lining the ankle and the foot up as you breathe, strengthening the muscles needed to hold this alignment. And when the breath is complete, release the foot. Now do it again with your knee bent comfortably, the side of your foot flat on the surface from the little toe to the heel. Now pull the toes back and push the heel away and keep the alignment. Foot flat on the side, toe to heel. Hold with the toes pulled back and the heel pressed forward for the breath, the 3 to 5 breaths. Good. And when the breath's complete, release the foot. Now do the other side, the right leg, the leg slightly bent comfortably so you can maintain the position of the side of your foot flat on the surface from the little toe to the heel. And when you're in position, pull the toes back and push the heel forward and maintain the contact with the surface from the little toe to the heel, and breathe. Whole body breath, rounding up and then gently lengthening and flattening. 3 to 5 breaths. And when the breath is complete, release. Release the foot. And do it again. Knee slightly bent, side of the foot flat on the surface from your toe to your heel. Inhale and pull the toes back and push the heel away. Hold the tension and let the exhale occur, and breathe while you hold the tension. 3 to 5 complete whole body breaths. Aligning the foot and the ankle as you breathe. Good. And when the breath is complete, release the foot. Good. Continuing to breathe, pulling the air in and focusing on your breath, maybe counting the inhale and counting and releasing on the exhale. Now on the inhale at the top, take in the 3 extra sniffs and then let the breath go and let it flow out all the way to the bottom. And at the bottom, 3 puffs to let go of the last bit of air. And continue the pattern, balancing the breath. Sniffs on the inhale, the very top. Puffs on the exhale at the bottom. And breathe. This long, deep breath stimulates the vagus nerve. And when the vagus nerve functions properly, optimally, you're more likely to recover quickly from stress or illness or injury. So keep breathing. And of course, if you know how to amplify the breath with sound, you can hum on the exhale, if it's comfortable. Some days it is, and some days the voice breaks and just isn't a day to use the hum. If this is a day that works for you, amplify the effect of your breath on your vagus nerve. And build that vagal tone so that it stays with you during the day. Breathing in, 3 sniffs at the top. Breathing out, 3 puffs at the bottom. Inhaling and sniffing, 3 sniffs at the top.